Welcome to a new Painter.me tutorial. Today we're going to turn simple media layers into an augmented reality artwork. And yeah, Painter.me now gives you more control over your creative space, with both light mode and dark mode, so you can choose the interface that matches your workflow. Also, whenever you need a quick guide, just tap the question mark icon at the top of the screen. There you'll find onboarding tips for layers, effects, keyframes, and everything you need to start building. So, in this tutorial, we'll create an AR composition in 10 easy steps using our onboarding tool. We'll begin by importing a PNG image. Then we'll move it, scale it, and place it exactly where we want inside the scene. And once the whole composition is in place, we'll come back and reposition it so it fits the scene perfectly. Next, we'll add an audio track to create a bit more atmosphere. Then we'll bring in a video layer and use chroma key to remove the black background. And just to note, in this case we'll be keying out black instead of green. After that, we'll switch on the glitch effect on the video layer to give the artwork a bold digital texture. And finally, we'll add a 3D layer to the scene. This one will sit in front of the video, and it's the layer we're going to animate with keyframes, so you can see how easy it is to create motion inside Painter.me. Now, let's animate this 3D model. And since you've already seen quite a bit of the interface in dark mode, we're going to continue in light mode. First, we'll move the 3D fish layer to our starting point and add a position keyframe. We'll place it on the right side of the scene. Then, we'll move along the timeline, for example, to 2.5 seconds, place the model on the left side, and add another position keyframe. Finally, we'll go to the 5-second mark, move the fish all the way to the right, and add one more position keyframe. And there we go. This creates a simple back and forth movement, like the fish is swimming from one side to the other. But we're not done yet. This is just the base animation. Now, for the final touch, we'll use Iris, Painter.me's AI assistant, to help us refine the movement and generate more rotation and motion keyframes. Now that we've finished the 10 onboarding steps, let's keep refining a few things so you can see some of the really interesting ways Iris can help. And now, a little moment of suspense while Iris processes the new keyframes it needs to create. This is the exciting part. And as you can see, Iris has created a lot of new keyframes for us. This adds a gentle floating motion to the artwork, almost like a fish slowly swimming in circles. It's a simple way to make the scene feel more alive, more organic, and a little bit magical. While we keep that suspense going, we'll fix a PNG image layer with a transparent background that was sitting behind the video. We'll increase its Z position so it moves forward and sits exactly where we need it in the scene. Alright, moment of truth. Let's hit play and see how this fish comes to life. Oh wow, okay, that looks really good. We'll also adjust all the layers so they end at 8 seconds, which is the duration of our looped video. This way, everything stays perfectly synced and the whole composition moves together. In this case, we'll ask Iris to improve the keyframing and extend the animation from 5 to 8 seconds so it matches the full length of our video. Let's apply these keyframe changes and see the result. Honestly, recreating this manually would take quite a while, so having Iris handle it for us is a huge time saver. Now the motion feels smoother, the timing feels right, and our AR artwork is ready to come to life. Let's keep adding effects. For example, we can ask Iris to add a top-down yellow spotlight to the 3D model so it feels closer to the fish we see in the video. And just like that, it's done. It really is that easy. Now, let's try adding a fade-in effect to the 3D layer. I'm not totally sure about this fade-in effect, so let's try it out. And if it doesn't really work for the piece, we'll just remove it. Actually, I think we're going to remove it. I'm not sure it really works for this piece. So let's ask Iris again to remove the fade-in effect. We'll even misspell it a little, just to see if Iris still understands us. And while we're at it, I'm also going to mention that the fish's second rotation feels a bit strange, and that it doesn't quite look like a clean loop. So we'll ask Iris to review the last keyframes of that animation as well. And remember, Iris is available in the Creator Hub and Studio Pro plans of Painta.me. With the time you save and with all the creative features you get, it really pays off. Honestly, if it didn't make my own workflow faster and easier, I wouldn't have built this tool for myself in the first place. Iris will get to work on that, will accept the changes, and there it is. The 3D fish spinning beautifully in front of the canvas. And remember, before you publish, you can always preview the scene on your phone to see exactly how it will look. Subscribe if you want to follow the next Painta.me update, because this is just getting started, and it's about to take off.